Hey there, did you miss me? I'm Lucas, and today talking about the LiDiao Followfocus. Today we are going to talk about this little piece of gear, which is a Followfocus from the company called LiDiao. Personally, I never heard of that company before, to be honest. And on the first look, most of you, I think many people who watch this video will think that this one doesn't look good. And I'm totally with you. The design is not really what we call modern, although which is nice, but the function, and this is the main thing that is important about the Followfocus, the function and the build quality of this device is really stunning. What you can see here now is that this Followfocus only connects to one rod. This is pretty cool because it leaves a bit more room and saves a bit of weight. When we have a single rod connected Followfocus, we have to unlock the main screw and just get the Followfocus to an angle so it connects to the lens. However, on this Followfocus we can also get it to a position where we want it, simply maybe like this, so we get a bit of a lower angle if we wanted to. And then we can unscrew this and also shift the focus unit closer to the camera or further away, just how we like it. A pretty cool feature. And this is not common for single rod connecting Follofocuses. So you may already have seen that the gear wheel itself is not reversible. So we are fixed on one side of the gearbox mechanism. So this may sound like a downside, but it isn't, and I will tell you in a second why this is actually a great benefit. But for now I will show you something, because here's a little Allen screw, as you can see here on this side. I have a little Allen key here, so we can just loose the screw a bit. And I'm not very good at this. So one thing is we can adjust the height, as you can see here. We can also revert the whole gearbox, which is pretty cool. And now we can tighten this again. This is actually pretty fast if you're a bit better at this than I am. So, and now we have reversed the gear. And now I will tell you why this is actually a benefit and not a downside. So there's one big thing that we all hate with Follofocuses, and that is backlash. This Followfocus, however, offers virtually no backlash at all. It has the tiniest bit of backlash, as you can see here now. It's so tiny I maybe won't even be able to see it on the camera. However, virtually there's no backlash on this Followfocus. And the thing is, when you have gears that are reversible, this can introduce backlash over time. So far I owned a few Follofocuses, and usually always after some time, this may be a year or maybe 2 years, they always introduced a bit of backlash. And this was not purely because of the gear wheel or because of the gearbox, but because of the connection from the gear wheel to the gearbox. And usually this is at some point connected to the mechanism that lets you change and revert the gears. So now where the gear is solidly connected to the gearbox and not reversible at all, so you cannot change the connection between the two, you have a much more solid and much stronger connection between the two. And therefore you are most likely not to introduce any backlash at all over the years of using it, because the mechanism can't be wasted with the force you're using for the Followfocus or with the actions of reversing the gear wheel. And as you can revert the whole gearbox and not only the gear wheel, you have the much better connection. You still can change it pretty fast, and you're pretty much suited for the later years. The next thing we usually worry about is how smooth is this Followfocus. So this Followfocus is actually a bit stiff, so it's not too loose. So you just can't breathe at it and it turns around 180 degrees. You have to use some force. Personally, I like this very much because you have the ability to be much more precise with your movement, much more precise, and have much more control over your focus. But some people like it really fast. So basically that is why we get this little handle, which is basically a speed crank, for free with this Followfocus. So basically the most Follofocuses have a standard accessory port on the knob, and this speed crank of course is fitting the standard accessory port. So you can simply hook it up and then pull focus, blazing fast. And just for the record, of course, we have a marking disc. And while we're talking about what's in the box, we also get two gear rings, a smaller one and a bigger one. So basically we can fit any lens. And actually these are the good ones, because these are a bit thinner and hard enough so we don't lose any kind of grip on our lenses and the Followfocus. In the real life situation, it's pretty cool that you connect this Followfocus only to one rod, because when you then lose this screw, you can simply tilt it off the rods, loose the screw, tighten it again, and you're ready to go again. So you don't have to detach the whole follow focus to change anything, which is pretty nice. Makes it everything pretty fast, and if you have a first AC, this is done in a blazing second. Nice and smooth focus, just like everybody likes it. If you watch my channel a bit more often, you know how I like my things. I like them to be strong, durable, and to last forever. And this follow focus is really built to last. I really like the build quality of it because it's so strong. It's pretty simple build, and it's not that big. However, it's really strong build. You know, it's also not that light. It's not heavy at all. You know, it's something in between. So I really like the mechanism, and I cannot enhance or expose enough how great it is, or how great I like it that this gear isn't reversible but only the gearbox, because this makes the follow focus at all a lot more durable for the future. And from the pure build quality spoken, you know how rugged the knob feels and how rugged the whole mechanism feels, it is clearly stronger and better than my vodka follow focus. So despite this somewhat odd design, the follow focus from LiDiao is really worth a try because it is also super affordable, and this is maybe the basic thing why most people should be interested in it, because it costs around $100, which is really cheap for a good follow focus. You get many follow focuses for around $100, but they are not as good as this one. You have to keep this in mind. And if you are after a very cheap solution but that is very durable, works great and lasts forever, this may be your choice to make. So I'm done with this video now. If you're not done already and you have some questions, just post them in the comments. I will answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. I'm Lucas, and I'll see you next time. Bye.